Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive starts with a run from Cfm.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They go play action. Young. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Push, fighting through, and he's got space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action.
Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Off the play fake, Young steps away. And he's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Elijah Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Third and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Now here's Young.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Young to throw it.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Cfm.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devon Cfm
from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Now third down and 7.
Looking to throw. Langford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Channing Tindall.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Young. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. Well, he bought as much time as he could there, but eventually his clock expired.
It certainly did, because they were bootlegging him out of the pocket, and I think he had some indecision as whether to run or throw. And that indecision, it wound up costing him in a big way.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Now Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
the gun. It's Young. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
A run straight ahead with H.M.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Elijah Higgins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. (21-0) our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Langford.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Slayton, 62 yards.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw on second down is Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Young to throw it. His throw incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
That throw by Young incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It'll be Young again. He's going to look deep for more.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw on second down, Langford. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Langford. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Langford.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
It's Young on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Third and long for Young. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
Young on third down. Boy, stays up. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Langford.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Langford. Completes it to Austin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating from the gun, Langford. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that play just looked a little. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Langford. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A final shot before break. Langford. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Langford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Langford. A short one there to Freiermuth. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on 3rd down. Langford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Young on 3rd and 2. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. But he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 2nd down, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Langford going right side. He finds Slayton. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and 2, Langford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Langford being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Langford. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one complete once again to Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Third and short yardage, Young. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. Throwing on 1st down. Langford. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man in the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Langford. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Langford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw on 2nd down. Langford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Pass on for the extra point.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Young here to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Young. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run first down. A chin hit and the ball is held. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off.